Hey, welcome back to the Gemini channel. My name is Laura. I'm going to do a general message for Gemini. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to my channel, know I like to go deep within my reading. So I look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes along with everything else. If you are connected to a Virgo or a Scorpio, definitely you want to check out my Virgo or Scorpio channel. I also have an all zodiac channel. That doesn't get as much play. I think that people don't like all zodiac. Nevertheless, I do have it. All links are in the description box, along with all other important information. So if you're interested in doing some serious healing work, I have a awesome shadow healing coaching program for just $7.99 a month, where we do oracle spreads that teach about the inner child wounds, the shadows, and see actually how everything plays out as karmic themes, like within our relationships. So if you're someone that keeps on reliving the same types of karmic experiences, like the same types of scenarios keep playing out, like let's just say you keep dating a cheater, or you keep dating someone that's emotionally not available, well, then you definitely want to do some healing work. You want to break the karmic cycles that keep you stuck in a place of limitation, because over time, your body gets affected, your health gets affected. You can't walk around angry all the time. People that have a lot of shadows are angry all the time. The whole point in healing is not just to have awareness. We get awareness when you listen to readings, you get awareness, and there is a sense of relief because, but it's almost like Russian roulette sometimes. So I try to make my channel more of an educational channel along with the reading, because I don't want it to be like Russian roulette. There's many different realities that play it at one time for you. Your level of consciousness, well, that's going to tell us what you need to do in order to shape shift your situation. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you get to be with the person that is a past life karmic mate that's so wounded that all of a sudden they're going to become normal. No, but you will avoid karmic, negative karmic consequences because you'll avoid actually feeding the connection. And so again, many different realities. And if your energy isn't there, it means that it's going to be somewhere else. The mastery comes in doing. And so we understand from actually going through an experience and getting to see ourselves differently. That's what healing is. So again, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to be open to getting a shadow reading. You have to be open to knowing that the readings are going to be a little bit longer, because obviously I'm going into another layer, and that layer is, why did you attract the person into your life, and what do you need to do to integrate the spiritual lesson, to break the karmic loop, the karmic contract, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in a place of disempowerment, and that's just keeping you in a place of fear. All right. Let's see what that underlining energy is. And again, if you want to enter into winning free reading, you gotta like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out, and it tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. We want to know that when we're dealing with shadows, because when people have a lot of spiritual blocks, they create personas, and those personas are what they want you to believe that they are. They want you, they create illusions because they don't really like who they are. Now, they might not even know that they don't like who they are. They just know that there's something not really working. And we know when things aren't really working because we don't feel comfortable in our own skin. People that need healing always feel like there's one arm longer than the other. It's like almost like they feel awkward. They feel like everything is like embarrassing. They're afraid to show emotions. They're not emotionally intelligent. There's a lot of behaviorisms that come from people that have trauma. So you want to know what you're dealing with. in a relationship. So again, this is why we want to know what that underlining energy is. So again, let's see what that word is. And the word in the video is disrespect. Well, I feel like you're in connection with someone that knows that you're not talking to them because they disrespected you. They want to pretend that it's a misunderstanding. They were hoping that enough time would go by that they could pretend that it was a misunderstanding. This person's a real player. And there's someone that is like on a low vibrational frequency. There's someone that doesn't have good relationships because they play games. I actually feel like they always have like they're always talking to a lot of people, and they believe that all these people, they are their choice, kind of. Now, they have a stronger connection to you. However, they didn't want to let you know that they had a strong connection to you. So they disrespected you by not giving you time, by not acknowledging you. And I feel like you've tried to explain to this person what you would need if to pursue in a relationship. And there was always an essence that they wanted to pursue you, but they never gave enough. Almost like I feel like this person always like put a little piece of cheese out and, and get you to nibble a little bit and then like would stop giving you cheese, almost like if you were a mouse. And that you would, so that you'd sit there and wait for another piece of cheese. It's like this person plays a lot of psychological stuff, like they gaslight, they manipulate, they strategize. This person does not feel comfortable like feeling their own emotions, never mind like again a connection like this, because again they're used to getting what they want. And like I said, I feel like you have done healing. You expect to be treated in a way where however you're treating that person, you're expecting that person to reciprocate. You're looking for equal take reciprocity. So, and this person knows that they didn't give it. Again, so that's the energy. And because again, um, they disrespected you, I want to know what else they did. What did they do? I feel like this person isn't like really immature. I feel like they hang out with people that are not healed, that like have a lot of power over them. And it's because this person doesn't really feel good about themselves. Somebody that needs to make other people not feel good is someone that doesn't feel good about themselves, because I almost feel like this person is they're so angry, and they're so angry because every relationship that they've gotten into, I feel like has broken this person in half, because this person infuriates people and infuriates people because they lie, they cheat, they they don't show up emotionally. I feel like they have addictions. And so this person does not like have a good sense of self because of all the bad relationships. So they hang out with friends. They talk to people that they work with. They talk to people, insignificant people, people on a low vibration, because this person's not comfortable in actually going up to a person that they would look up to ask for advice like they should. They're hanging out with people that are on a low vibration that, really don't care about them, but they have all this power, and they have power to influence, where I feel like your person was actually like cocky, thinking I can come back to like him or her anytime I want. Like kind of like the crowd, the friends, whoever it is, the family is egging this person on, like deliberately to like where this person then is growing like all of a sudden like big balls, even if they're like a girl, like all of a sudden now you have confidence. All of a sudden now you have confidence, but they have confidence behind your back. Like I could get you back anytime. Like they love the fact that you have feelings for them and that they haven't shown you anything. They just love, they think that you're waiting. This is what they're telling these people, like, oh, it's okay. But meanwhile, the people that are influencing this person they don't give a shit one way or another. They don't like them. It's like, because they're not just cocky with how they're acting with you, they're cocky with everyone and have been cocky with everyone at one time or another. They don't have authentic friendships. So that's why for this person to go and ask frenemies, because that's exactly what it is. These people are not, don't have this person's best interest. So this is another reason why you don't trust them, because you're like, you're not going to ask me how I feel about you or what I would like in a relationship. You're not going to ask me that. You're going to ask your friends, and then they're going to influence you negatively. Low vibration, low vibration. And mind you, who's influencing them again are laughing at them, saying, yeah, this person thinks that they're so in love, but they're going to make this person wait. So disrespectful. They know it's disrespectful. And then they're like, and then they're stupid. They're like, oh, and you love them so much, but we're able to influence you. We're able to tell you, hold back, don't give anything. Disrespect this person, make them run, make them grovel, make them beg for it. Like almost like, again, but meanwhile, they don't really haven't taken the time to get to know you. And I feel like so much time went by that what they're seeing is that you're not the person that these people have said that you are. This person has tried to find bad stuff on you. They have looked, they have talked to people, they have done everything, and they can't find a single fucking thing. And that irritates them because they still have feelings. And they know it's like this person wanted to seem like almost like rebellious, but rebellious in a way that you were gonna like, again, chase them, that you were gonna like beg them almost, that you were gonna like be so devastated that this person walked away. And like I said, it's like they were living like this like fantasy. And I feel like it's because there really is a spiritual connection. And I feel like you opened up to this person. I feel like you told this person how you felt. But you did that because, again, they came across as very insecure. So you're like, oh, okay, well, if you're insecure, I'm gonna try to make you feel comfortable. That's a ploy that they didn't have to fucking do anything. So they're looking at you as if you're naive. So they pretty much are like, I don't really have to give anything. So I'm not going to give anything. And then I'm going to make you grovel more because, hey, it feels so good that you're like, that you have feelings for me. Like, I just love this. It's almost like I see like, this is going to sound crazy, but it brings me back to when I was in 6th grade. And there was a guy, and he was a hall monitor, and I was a hall monitor. And I had a crush on him, and his name was Adrian. And I remember saying, like, there was a guy, Mark, a little Chinese kid, and Mark was like said something like, "Oh, who do you like?" or whatever. We got into a conversation, and I told him Adrian, and he ran up to Adrian and said, "Oh, Laura likes you. Laura likes you." And then Adrian was like, "Really? Really? Really? You're liking me? Really? Really?" And he was laughing and so embarrassed, but then needed to tell everybody, like, she likes me, she likes me, she likes me. It's like that energy. It's like so immature. And I feel like it's because this person kind of puts you on a pedestal. This person cannot wait to show you off. Like it's the energy of like, I know I'm going to be with this person because we have a spiritual connection. that's how they feel. So they do get excited about it. However, they're not 100% confident now because again, a lot of time has taken place. Again, I feel like to be they wanted to come across like a bad boy, a bad girl. Like, I don't need anybody. I don't need to have emotions. When really, it's like all they did was come across as really inconsistent and look like they were always in search of somebody else and wanting you to think that they were more superior. And then what you noticed is that they're not even emotionally intelligent, that you would try and explain to how you would feel and they would actually withdraw. And instead of coming from a place of intuition, which is of the heart, and listening to themselves, this person again is always scheming. That's why they're always asking the wrong person. But it's because they feel inadequate. They want to come across as perfect. So understand that it's like being in a connection with this person is infuriating because they're on a low vibration. They're on a very low vibration. So we're gonna look and see just really quick what they're gonna do, even though like obviously this person is on a low vibration, but they have feelings. So I do this not because I want you to get back together with this person, but because this person has an ego and I would fear that they would come back in and again, they don't like they need to prove themselves, right? They need to prove themselves to all the people that they asked advice for. And so they can't come back empty-handed, right? They want to be able to show off the prize pig. That's the energy that it is. Even though again, total ego, total that this is why they're strategizing, this is why they're scheming. And again, but the issue is that I feel like this person, like, first of all, is like is thinks that they're a mastermind. They've done this before, like where they've able to lure people in, but um like I said, I just feel like they're planning, they're masterminding a way to come in. But like I said, I feel like there's someone that has done this before. Like they do it, they know because they almost like use their intuition to scheme. It's like instead of they come from the heart, this person is totally in survival mode. It's again, that's why they're scheming, because I'm saying it's like when you like someone, you intuitively are led to, do nice things, to treat that person the way you want to be treated. This person actually uses their intuition to see how they can manipulate. And that's why I don't like them. It's again, yeah, because they're afraid of rejection. They're again afraid of rejection, and the hard truth really is, and they don't really want to hear, you set boundaries on them, and that they're really, like I said, afraid of cutting the cord. So they want to talk to you, but they're also like so afraid of this because, hey, well, then the illusion of what they created again in their imagination, right? Um, like it's poof, and guess what? The mask falls off. The mask falls off. So when we look and see again that they want victory, they want bragging rights. Look at this. They want victory. They want bragging rights, right? Again, almost like they conquer you, even though they treated you badly, even though it's like where I feel like it was like this was a little argument that started. And instead of them coming back and apologizing, it was made into like instead of communicating, they abused the connection. And but they still want that because they see you as again the jackpot, the real deal. So and like again, and being with you, there's a sense that you would really give to them because there was really a real connection. This person abused the connection. So we have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? Um, because again, you're a mirror of whom what comes into your life. I also want to just pull 3 of these cards. I'm listening to my higher self now, and a higher power is guiding me. So it's again, this person is because they're not getting anything. They're not getting anything from you. You're not budging. This is what this person realizes, that if they're gonna be with you, they're the one that's gotta come back. They're the ones that gotta apologize. They're the ones that gotta do it. So it's again, they've shifted out of that scheming, or if they haven't, they will. I should say they will. The situation is being caused by the both of us. It's again where I feel like this person can, because they're connected to you, there's a sense that you're like, don't come near me. Don't fucking come near me. It's like your disrespect. And instead of asking me, instead of growing, like you abused this divine connection. So there's a sense that they're like, I don't come towards you because I have a confidence issue. And then, like, on top of it, I know what I did, I deserve it. And I don't want you to cut the cord. I don't want you to, like, just end it. Because the next time I come towards you, I have to come, like, the right way, 100%. Which is why, again, this person is shifting into a place of like unconditional love, that heart space, that intuition. Again, the higher self is the God part of self. We're here to give and receive of love through our free will. That your energy really is of unconditional love. This person is, again, unconditional love. However, we're all born in situations that create wounds. But there is, like, again, a definite connection between you and this person, because there's an ESP connection that this person is like, I already know. I already know. I already know, but the same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is a catalyst for our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. And that's what I was saying. The ESP connection, right, is that divine connection, that when you know that your person's a soulmate, so you know that they're thinking of you. Well, you can feel when they're angry, and you can feel when they're happy, and you can feel when they're lost, and you can feel. And so again, this person is hypersensitive to the fact of what they did, and they don't really know how to fix what they did either. There's just know that too much time has gone by and you're not coming back, and that they have to do something. So I'm happy to actually see that this was nice. Like, their way was nice. However, let's see, I mean, in this story, like, because again, this is collective. Some of you guys are gonna say, yes, this is my person, and others of you are gonna say, fuck that. So understand that. But in this story, I want to see, I'm just curious what you think. So many things remind me of you, so you still think about this person. They're still on your brain. I feel like you weren't 100% honest with them either, like, because after they triggered you, I feel like you made it difficult for them, because like you made it like you have other options. I feel like some of you, or like just made it sound like you didn't like them as much. So now you see this person that is so insecure, and there's a sense that now it's so much harder for them to come back. And where you're like, and even if you're not looking to get back together with them, for those of you that want closure on the situation, you're like, I regret not just being that better person, because clearly I was coming from your vibration, and here we are in a Mexican fucking standstill where you don't know what to do now. You created the scenario, and when I gave you the same energy back, this is what it is. And because there is a very strong soul connection, you're like, well, I'm having a hard time moving on, because even though I don't want to have a hard time moving on. So there's a sense of frustration there. So again, we know that that's a divine connection, where spirit's like, but you need to learn something. You need to learn something because you love them. Okay, so for those of you that are in the story, so don't shoot the messenger. Again, that it's a collective reading, so all of you guys are going to be different. But ESP connection, this person tried to walk away. You've tried to walk away. You wish you could walk away. it's neither one can, because it's divine. So what do you need to learn? Abandonment. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. This person, again, wasn't there for you. They listened to their friends, they listened to their family, they listened to like insignificant people, even just people that they, might know from work or might know, but they're people that are not invested in them and don't care about them. And so it's, again, they gave the time there. And it's, so what this shows is that this person has avoidant issues, and they have avoidant issues where they're, again, they have a mother wound. And really, this is what it is. I feel like this person actually has a mother wound and a father wound. The mother wound, however, is the person that continually cheats, because they're almost like a compulsive cheater. And what we saw in both their relationships prior is that. So even if, let's just say, by some miracle they don't cheat with you, they would still, um, as soon as the relationship is good, sabotage the connection, because then they don't feel safe. And then as you finally get over them, they come running back with all these promises and change behavior, and it's not going to last. And so there's a constant, like, it's a karmic, it's a very, very karmic, it's a runner chaser dynamic. This person isn't healed. I feel like they miss you. They're coming back. They feel the connection. But why you shouldn't get together with this person is because, again, you have a wound of abandonment. So you needed to integrate that. Where Spirit says that means you have to show up for yourself. That means you already know the writing's on the wall with this person, regardless of what you feel for them. And if you wind up putting your energy towards them and not yourself, you abandon yourself. So whatever you're trying to create for yourself won't wind up manifesting. So again, so abandonment is what you have to learn again. So when we grow up in an environment with where our parents aren't there. So I feel like for some of you, you grew up with an alcoholic parent. For others of you, you grew up with one parent, but they worked all the time. It doesn't even matter if the parent was there, if they emotionally couldn't be there because they were caught up in their own issues, that's abandonment. So we have to reparent that by learning how to go with the flow of our life. And that's through our own unique individuality. That's through our passion for life. So Spirit always says that's how you heal that root chakra, because abandonment is a root chakra issue. It's connection to the physical body, the physical world, all physical elements of the physical world, but it's your ancestors. It's, again, the physical body. It's how you make money, right? It's a very grounding energy, but it's meaning that you're pouring into yourself enough. And you can do that, again, go with the flow when you're pouring enough into yourself. This person would have you pour into them, is what I feel like. I don't like their energy at all. Even though there is a spiritual connection here, that's what makes it karmic connection, innocence. So again, this person felt like you were naive, and it's like they want you to be naive. I feel like when you were a kid, you were, innocent. That's not all the time bad quality. I feel like you're very intuitive because of that, and your intuition is sharp because there is a sense that you do tap in, like, to situations without any distortions from wounds. Like, you really do see things clear. This person assumed that you're innocent meant that you were weak. I feel like that's actually a gift. That is all shadows. We don't find just wounds, we find our gifts. And so that innocence is, you don't have judgment one way or the other. There is a sense of unconditional love for this person. And that's the innocence with inside you. That's the innocence, like, again, connection. But it made you hyper aware. Children are very intuitive. They, again, just do what they feel. And so, again, that's the first sense. When we use clairsentience a lot, which we would if we were abandoned, if we would, again, be little kids, we would have to, again, feel our way because we don't have enough experiences to logic. And so when you utilize that spiritual gift, well, you get claircognizance, which is just clear knowing, which is the language of spirit. So I feel like spirit saying this is to integrate and to integrate, to not abandon, to be able to go with your flow, but that's through your unique individuality. I felt like you put your time and energy towards that. And your intuition was guiding you. So I feel like if you didn't reparent yourself, you are in the midst of it. You're healing yourself where you are, again, becoming yourself. So you're not abandoning yourself for this person. And that is another reason why this person like can see big things happening for you, but is also like, envious and angry and not happy because they actually feel like people have ruined their opportunities where they have actually ruined their own. So again, just very negative energy. So the voice of the heart, I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guide me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. Now, we really have to have discernment when we say that we lead our heart. We have to really listen to the higher self more than we listen to the heart, because when there's a karmic connection, the issue is that there is unconditional love and we don't know. So when we're in this, I'm going to rephrase it like the voice of the heart, because in that we're feeding what we love for ourselves. It's that we're pouring into ourselves to make sure that our cup is overflowing. And that's how you discover the voice of your heart. Again, I silence the fear in me. So that means you don't stop yourself from going out and discovering who you are, have a love affair with yourself, try things, experience things. Remember, if you were abandoned, you wouldn't, again, have gone out into the world and discovered everything. You would live very safe. Again, more from a survival mechanism, and we don't want to stay in a place of fear. We want to shift out of that and be in a place of unconditional love. So you want to silence the fear in yourself and discover the voice of your heart. And the words guides you, meaning like what it is that you love, the passions are what guides you, and that you trust your soul, which is your intuition, that higher self. So that because it's going to lead you to the right path, when meanwhile it already did, because that what it said was your gift, how you avoided this karmic connection. And I'm glad, because this person, like I said, is an angry person, and angry people, when they, get into a relationship, they either want to control, or then they go into competition, that all their emotions get, diverted into like what they shouldn't be when a person has spiritual wounds like this person does. So I'm going to leave that there, Gemini. You let me know how you resonated. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.